What's Wednesday, the 5th of June 2024, FME board game, hidden connections, draping AR, and much more. Hello FME friends. I'm always happy to see well-constructed FME workspaces, but the ones I've viewed lately always seem to miss out on one piece of functionality. It's functionality that I think is vital to a well-designed workspace: hidden connections. So when I was looking for some technical tips for today, I thought I'd show why hidden connections can make a workspace not only look great, but actually become a lot easier to maintain. Hidden connections. So you probably know how to hide a connection in Workbench, but here's a reminder. Just right-click and choose Hide, or choose Create Tunnel if you want a junction added to each end of the connection. That's what I usually do. Hiding a connection makes the workspace tidier because there are no overlaps of connections or between connections and other objects. This GIF image is a good illustration of the difference hiding connections can make. All those blue lines denote connections that are hidden in the workspace. But, you might ask, how does this make it easier to maintain when connections are invisible? Can't you click on them by mistake? Actually, no, you can't click to select a hidden connection, but you can certainly click on visible overlapping connections by mistake. And a workspace becomes easier to manage because you can separate it into completely unconnected sections, like so. I colored the background in black to show that there are no visible connections between each bookmarked section of workspace. That means I can pick up a bookmark and move it around the canvas to a better location, and I don't have to clean up overlapping connections afterwards. This works best when, like in my workspace, most of the sections run in parallel. When they run in series, one after the other, changing the layout too much might make it confusing. Okay, I admit that I'm not the sole voice of truth for FME workspace design. I'm not going to say that you should use hidden connections, but I will say that I can't imagine me creating a large-scale workspace without them. FME, the board game. I've been creating a few different items for fun and games on the community, including the Category Guesser game, an FME numbers quiz, and, coming soon, the return of a regular FME quiz. You can see that I've put dates on there, and I do intend to create new versions every month. But the jewel in my crown of FME fun has got to be FME, the board game. In this game, the board is a workspace with 4 streams of data. There is a stream of vector data, raster, LiDAR, and attributes. Your goal is to pick a stream, uncover the right transformers, and have that data written first. In the above screenshot, I chose the attribute data stream. Sadly, I lost because the raster data finished first. There is a lot of random chance, but also cache cards that provide opportunities to advance your data. Just beware of the dreaded log warnings. I hope you find it fun. I'll try to improve it with more cache cards and perhaps a scoring system to make it more interesting. Draping AR. I've seen many AR examples, but now that I think about it, most of them were on flat ground. What caused me to think about that was my colleague Dimitri, who experimented with using AR on hilly terrain. The solution, of course, is to drape the features onto the surface model. Dimitri said that just because he hadn't posted about AR for a while, he hadn't lost interest in the technology. It only means big changes are coming to the FME AR app. I can confirm that I saw some demos yesterday, and there are some big improvements coming. I can't wait for us all to be able to try them out. User stories. Time to share some user stories from our website and from our partners. The city of Coquitlam has been using FME for 20 years and looks like it is doing so more than ever. FME powers their community baseline tool by bringing in data from multiple sources, including asset management and land use planning systems. It's also used for processing data about e-scooter use and for integrating their Maximo and Amanda systems to connect their online payment system with the city's work order management system. Check out our story page for more details. When I mentioned this project on a live What's Up Wednesday presentation to folks in New Zealand, I also mentioned this prior blog post of mine, which is sort of related. It's all about spatial assets using FME and QR codes. Stick a QR code on an asset and link the code to FME Flow. Now you can query information about the asset or send back details updates to FME, including location if it's a mobile asset. From Safe Partner Nordend comes a story of data migration for the Flemish motorways and regional roads using the Object Type Library (OTL) standard. The project involved migrating a huge amount of asset data to new databases with this new OTL structure. But, as is usual with FME, it involved a lot more than simple data transfer. Data was also being cleaned and improved during the process. With the systems already being live, there was also the necessity to handle data being added to the old system as it was being transferred to the new. But what is OTL? As the Nordend website explains, OTL object types represent real-world entities in a standardized way that systems and applications can understand. They could include anything from simple data types like integers and strings to more complex types such as customers, products, or geographical or geospatial entities. So an OTL can define both real-world objects and the data types and relationships. Miscellaneous news. Some miscellaneous news for this week. A new FME release. Version 2024, 0.3, build 24220 was released today. Videos from Verum's 2024 FME conference are now available. The Solution social media team are on fire. Some great event photos last week, and now a fantastic video with a cool Brazilian beat. You'll have to click the link because the embed isn't working, but it's worth it. Globema in Poland debunks the top 10 myths about data integration. IMGS asks you to transform your data world. Oliver Morris talks about AI and FME at GeoBusiness 24. Safe Software has been named a customer's choice in the May 2024. Gartner registered trademark Peer Insights, trademark voice of the customer for data integration tools. And Safe's CEO Don Murray has been named as a finalist in the Entrepreneur of the Year contest. Speaking about Don, here's a conversation about connecting the dots by connecting data.